right?
Um,
So is it
and
actually all prepped and we just need to stack it and unlock it? Just remember to lock it with
yeah,
it.
it's fine. We just have to make sure we lock it when we stack it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna go through the setup.
Yeah. Double check.
I think
It
for
sounds like
three
a very...
players we keep all of our characters. It's only with a 4-player game that we discard one.
Oh.
And then to play with 5 players, you make a new misfit family from the extra characters. So that's funny.
Oh, that's pretty good. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that family. I'm gonna use...
Okay, that's fine. You don't want to be the circus anymore?
Nah.
Then here's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, yeah,
Rest in peace.
yeah, they're all
Ideally
dead.
departed.
Okay, so we're gonna draw 5 cards. So I will go and deal them out to everybody. And Grave, since you didn't manage to kill anybody, Fool, you managed to kill some people, right?
Yep, I got one.
Grave, since you didn't manage to kill anybody, you get to go first.
Right. Uh, the butler, Butterfield, whatever it is that he did, made him driven to drink.
Well, what made him drive to drink?
We don't talk about it in the family.
And then, okay, yeah, you blocked
Uh,
it.
what else? The twins, on the way home from school, pursued by poodles.
Oh no! And then draw back up to 5.
Cute.
You know,
Wow, come on. This is the uniformity of my hand. It's not...
while it is such a shame that, they were pursued by poodles, they ended up running to a pond where they found some ducklings, and they were actually delighted by
Damn
ducklings.
ducklings.
I love the ducklings.
You
They're
get
so
to
good.
draw a card.
One card for each. Oh, just one.
Yes. Oh, but the Slogar family, they're having some issues because in order to fund the professor's experiments, she had to take out many loans because they've been on hard times, and she was actually crippled by creditors.
Ooh.
Grave, you may take 2 random cards from my hand.
Two.
Yes.
Two.
Okay.
Wee.
All right.
And then I need to draw back up to 5, so I draw 4 cards.
Okay. So, I mean, I like dogs. I'm sure you two like dogs as well. But this town really doesn't like Balthazar. Enough so that when he was just tooling around, walking around like the town like he does, he was just chased out of this one house. I mean, it happened to be a church, and he was chastised for it, but... And then, it turned into this stormy night.
Whoa.
And, okay, so I get to draw 4 cards. I can play any one of the cards, including an untimely death, as a free play. Then I discard until I reach my hand limit.
Which is 4.
Yep, which is now 4. Currently 4. Okay. Well, you see, like I said, it was a dark and stormy night. And yeah, and as the town, those churchgoers just chased that dog until he just twisted and turned, tried to get away, and then he fell from a cliff to his death.
Play any one card, including any untimely death. Wow. Okay. Too soon. Too soon.
Yes, it was too soon for the dog, but
Too soon.
All right, and now just card down to 4.
nope, 5.
Oh, right, because you killed the dog. All right, discard down to 5. Discard 1 card.
Yep, discard a card. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rid of.
Thanks, everyone, by the way, for tuning into the stream. We're not doing too much fancy with OBS because there's too much going on in this game, and it kept crashing on me. So yeah, we're just playing. We're hoping everything is okay. I can't even click on it to check on it. So.
Game is too fancy.
All right, I'm good.
This game's too fancy. OBS can't handle it.
But we already knew that
Yeah.
We couldn't handle it.
because it's in the fast lane from LA to Tokyo.
All right, Grave, you're up.
Not. You don't. Wait, where did all your modifiers go? Just the
I only have the one.
professor?
That's the only one I have.
That's not. I'm not gonna play that then. The target. Draw. What's that icon? Oh, that's a heart. Yikes. You know what? I'm gonna amass a lot of cards first. The Smythe family from Hemlock Hall found the root of all evil. Draw 1 card from each opponent's hand.
It is a shame that you do not control a character who
Okay, yeah.
has a wealth icon.
Yeah, and I don't have any of those. Wealth icon.
All right, draw a card from my hand. That's fine. You can have that one.
Ooh. One.
You're just hoarding cards.
I am just gonna hoard more cards. Oh, hold on. Lola.
The wild child.
Wild child, hold on. Which one was I gonna... Damn it. Oh. So many cards. And it's all transparent.
Yep.
It's all blending together. Good God. Was Jinx by Gypsies in a slow night.
And it doesn't really matter that your draw limit is decreased because you can't draw anything anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
Well, you know, poor Melissa Slogar. Being an undead child is really difficult. And she lost her social graces when she was reanimated. And because of that, she was actually shunned by society. They won't deal with her. She smells bad. And they actually played a trick on her. Oh, I have to discard my hand. Shoot. I didn't read that.
Wow.
Never mind. Can I take that back?
Yeah, go for it.
Thank you.
Sure.
I missed that. I forgot we're playing with those. Okay. Instead, what I'm gonna say is that it's tragic misunderstanding. Lola wasn't actually jinxed by gypsies.
God damn it.
That actually happened to Melissa, and you get my nothing top card. So not only was she jinxed by gypsies, but then she was marooned on the moors yet again. It's almost like this happened in a previous life, where she then died.
Yeah. Those freaking moors.
They're deadly.
They are deadly.
The deadly moors.
Alright. Well, after the deaths of Balthazar, the whole family of the Blackwater clan had a funeral for their beloved dog. And wouldn't you know it, but the old dame, she was, like, probably the only person she actually liked, honestly, in the family. And as she was there crying at the gravesite, pounding her fist, she just broke her hand into many pieces.
That is harsh.
Yeah, it was harsh, and while it probably wasn't as harsh as breaking bones, Willem Stark, as he was putting the dirt over their grave, was just menaced by mice. I mean, kind of unfortunate and unpleasant. And that's my turn. Those were some original cards.
Alrighty. Don't forget to lock them, the ones that you played.
Yep.
Alright, Grave, you are up.
After the twins played with the ducklings.
They were delightful, by the way.
Delightful. Delightful ducklings. Yep. There's a snake nearby. Was startled by it.
Oh.
Can I play? Wow, I get so. I realized
Do you have all
that
the
I got a
untimely
lot of-
deaths again?
No, I got a lot of discard all of your card.
Yeah, those
Discard
are
your
good.
entire hand.
I have a couple of those too, and I'm just like, yeah, maybe I'll hold on to those.
Yeah, it's like, plays this card second, or else.
Yeah. Yeah. I have to unlock one of the cards in my hand.
You know what? Their frustration, in their frustration, they stole from a stiff. I got
Okay.
nothing. That's it.
Well, you know what? Those the twins that stole
Damn
from
it.
that stiff, they actually stole some incriminating documents from the stiff and were able to bring him to justice. And they became the toast of the town.
Damn it.
Oh, but you know, poor Lord Slogar, he you know, it's really hard being a brain in a box, right? And because he has no feet. And because he has no feet, he was disgraced at the dance because he couldn't dance.
That's fair.
He was just kind of wheeled in. They put a bow tie around his vat and stuff, but it was just disgraceful. That's it.
All right. Well, it was a late night when Willem Stark finished burying the the dog in after shooing away those mice that he didn't really see where he was going, and he fell down a well, which would have been bad enough if only when he fell he didn't hit another and it's kind of ironic because he was the one that put it there, but a body of somebody that was less than friendly to the Blackwaters before, and he ended up choking on a bone because
You know,
that's
I've
the power
heard that before.
Yep. Yeah.
I feel like
It's-
that's happened before to someone we all used to know.
Yes. Well, in any case, unsurprisingly, with all this death, everybody went to bed. I mean, you have to, but before Cousin Mordecai could fall asleep, he was greeted by the ghosts of the dog and the handyman. And now I discard the rest of my hand.
Yes.
Discard 3 cards from your hand. That's what you get for revisiting your old haunts.
Shucks.
Alright, Grave, your turn.
I don't know how, but you know what? I got nothing. Lord Slogar
Yeah.
was diverted by drink. Even though I'm not sure he can drink.
I guess
Being a
someone poured
brain-
it into his vat, huh?
God. Okay,
Well, right now, Fool's closer to winning than I am, just so you know. This guy is a little bit of a risk.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm not saying you have to do anything about it. I'm just letting you know.
is there oh, right.
And, you know, both of these have some pretty good modifiers on them. So I'm just saying, if you have a handful of good cards,
This is hard. Hold on.
that's fine. Take your time.
Can't. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. There's no other way. Any of my good cards will discard my entire hand. I can't combo it. Butterfield. After whatever he did, came out. He was scarred by it.
Oh no.
G. Okay, it is immediately locked.
So unlock it. Okay. Alrighty. So then you can, I think you can drop to 5. I don't think you have any, anything.
Yeah, 'cause that
oh, you
one
can
uh,
was-
drop to 6
Right.
because you're the toast of the town.
Oh yes. Okay.
Okay. How do I want to do this? Well, you know, Grogar, he's not too bright. He does have some kind of brain in his little teddy bear head, but it's not a very good brain. And he still thinks that wasps' nests can get you honey. And he was wounded by wasps.
That poor child.
Thing.
Child thing.
That,
Thing.
it's young. It's young.
I mean, you don't know the age of the brain in there. Um, so, you know how Lord Slogar was diverted by drink? Well,
Damn it.
drinking gave him some issues, and he was actually distressed by dysentery.
Oh.
You don't want to know how. So, Fool, you may discard 2 cards from my hand.
All right.
How do you get dysentery from just a brain?
I don't know.
This is-
How does a brain get diverted by drink? And then let me just double check to see. I don't think my hand limit is altered at all. No. So I will draw 4 cards, and that is the end of my turn.
Well, so, yeah, I mean, after all this death and destruction, Angel just wanted to have a good time, so she went to the zoo, and she was taunted by tigers.
Oh, that's harsh.
It is harsh, especially since I can't draw phase this turn. But on the bright side, for all of us involved, is that I know a lot of things have been happening to that brain in a box that we all know and love as Lord Slogar.
Yes.
But you know what? Today was a different day because he had a picnic in the park, and it was so wonderful that you get to draw 2 cards.
I get to draw 2 cards? Okay.
Yep. But look how happy he is. It's so good.
Perfect.
Not sure.
My
Okay.
turn's done.
Okay, Grave, you are up.
Ooh, I got an option here. I should probably. I want to just kill Lord Slogar while he is happy.
I mean, you could.
It's always good.
I'm gonna waste my thing then.
I mean, if you could also kill off your own butler, which would be good. That's a lot of points.
That is. It's, how many? 40 points on your butler? That's really good. Possibly
You can
more
get
if
more.
you have a good death thing.
You can get more though. Hold on.
Yeah, but someone could also mess with him.
It's true. I shouldn't be greedy.
I mean, like, he could have had a picnic at the park, erasing everything.
Yeah, that's true. Don't get too greedy. Because then you won't die, and then you need to die.
Alright. All the stress from all the whatever he did manifested in measles, and he was overcome by it.
Okay.
That's it, right? Just
Yep, that's
the
all you can
death?
do. Well, you know, poor Lord Slogar. I mean, it was nice that he had that picnic in the park. But, and it's a good thing, too, because then he got trapped in a storm for many days. And he was actually starved in the storm.
low on liquids in the box.
And, misfortune does favor poor old Lord Slogar. Because
Wow.
he never returned. And also, you know, poor Grogar. You know, he was wounded by wasps, and he was actually torn limb from limb by those wasps.
Yahoo.
What even?
I mean, it's a teddy bear, right? So not that safe.
All right. So I draw 2 more cards.
Yep. Well. hmm, Yes.
I hear you plotting.
Yes, I am plotting. Yes. Okay. Alrighty then. Well, I mean, I know a lot of death and destruction has been coming your way, to her way, but the professor, I mean, yes, she's crippled by creditors, but, but, at least, she was, I mean, sometimes you gotta spend money to make money, right? And she was granted a legacy.
Oh, nice. Well, good for
Yeah,
her.
it was great for her. Especially because afterwards, I mean, some people are traditional and that a man has to be the breadwinner, but I mean, it's a modern times. And hey, she can have some fun too, being the kind of sugar mama to her new toy as she was married magnificently.
Okay.
And now I draw four.
Here I am without death card. Damn it. Well, let's see. I'm just gonna play these then. Uh, the old, wait, it's not the old dame, the old dam?
It old
Dame's right.
dame.
Okay.
Oh, the old
Uh,
dam. I guess because there's no E on it.
It's Dame.
Is it?
It would assume as such.
the
I think
old
it's the old
dam.
dam. Yeah.
Really? Okay. I mean, I understand that Dame is usually spelled with an E. But why is she popular in Parliament? Come on. This is bull. Okay, I'll draw 2 cards. It's fine.
Oh, and not
And
only
you'll draw
that, but
more.
What?
Angel is also found fame at the feast from all the popularity of her
Why
dam.
are people amazed that she was taunted by tigers?
it's a very impressive story.
I
I
will.
can see why.
I will. Let me.
You get to draw 2 more cards.
Come on.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I get to do.
Grave, draw up to 5, unless you
Hold
have
up.
something that lets you. I
Okay,
think
now.
you get to draw up to 6.
Just 6.
Mhm.
Hey.
Well, you know, Elias. He's the grave digger, and that's not an easy job, especially when um the professor is so into uh dead bodies. He's not only putting people in the ground, he has to dig them back up. And sometimes they're not at rest, and he was actually pestered by poltergeists.
Oh no.
But that's not even the worst thing that happened. Is
Whoa.
even though she was married magnificently, they went off on their honeymoon and she had a horrible holiday.
Oh wow. That's a huge penalty.
Tire. Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keep your. Ooh. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. But those are big though, like minus 40.
Alright, that's my turn.
Mhm.
Oh, I forgot to give 2 cards to player to my right. Let me take my cards back real quick. You can have this one. And You can have this one. Because they're
Oh.
annoying.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, with all this newfound popularity by both Angel and our lovely head of the family,
The old dam.
yes, yes. Well, it was cruel, cruel to that stepchild, cousin Mordecai, because those ghosts, they just didn't go away until one day the ghost like kept saying to him to go out into the bog, that there's something that they wanted to show him, and what they showed him was how exactly he could become like them, dead.
And he
And he
drowned
drowned
in the bog.
in a bog.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. And then that's my turn because I can't draw any cards. I have way too many.
Yep.
Yikes. 10, 20. Damn it, math. You know what? Lola had such wild of a night that she was she shamed the
Nice.
family and was written out of the wheel.
Oh, that is a shame for her.
That is a shame, and that's hard to do. Let's be honest.
What else can I do? And contracted consumption? There you go.
Okay.
That's what happens when you get written out of a will.
Yep. Yeah, still not draw.
Okay,
anything.
I drew my hand. Fool, you're up.
All right. Well, it's funny. We all knew that Professor had a horrible holiday, but as she was kind of coming back from her trip on the train, it derailed. It derailed like in a stunning fashion. But as she had her dying breath, she realized that if her last memory was just kind of a bad holiday, that it really wasn't that bad at all, and she
Oh,
died
no.
without a care.
Wow. All zero. That is wow.
That is harsh. So I need to do some quick math.
Damn it! I only have one death. Slow down on killing. Oh, is it my turn now?
Yes.
Because of
Mhm.
death.
Yeah, because I still have way too many cards in my hand.
Well,
Good.
was devoured by weasel, so I can cash that in soon. And it's your turn.
Okay, I'm just mathing to see if this is a good thing to do or not. 20, 30, 45, 65. Yeah, okay. Then all I'm going to do is that, he was plagued by poltergeists and he suddenly got a change of conscience and He was consumed from within and killed himself.
What?
But
Damn it.
unexpectedly, he had a second chance of life as the doctors raced and got him alive.
What? Oh, wow.
Medicine's
was-
pretty good nowadays.
That was unexpected.
That
Oh,
doesn't give me another
okay.
play, does it?
No,
Darn.
because the untimely does has to be the, like if it was the free action, you still would have gotten the second turn.
Okay, that's a bummer.
What, you have like one more death? Uh-oh.
All right.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't, but then Fool killed off my dame. My professor.
Well,
Got me that much closer to ending the game. But the thing is that he has a lot of points banked.
I
Yep.
do. We all do. It's interesting, isn't it? Well,
So 15, 30,
Actually,
so
let me
that's
check something.
50, 75, 90. Yeah, you and Grave and Fool, you are both tied right now.
yeah.
Whoa.
So,
Whoa.
it's funny, because it's weird. It's weird how the things work, because after the doctor saved his life, there was a twist of fate,
Oh.
and while Elias stopped being attacked or possessed by those poltergeists.
Let me unlock it. Oh, you unlocked
Yep.
it, okay.
Yeah. And instead became favored by Parliament.
No, with one from your hand.
Oh, sorry. My bad. That's unfortunate. Let me reread the card then so I can do the correct thing.
Oh. Keep the modifier you...
Okay, so yeah, I'm keeping that one. And
Yeah.
sorry. Oh, that's even better.
Oh, there's something even worse then, apparently.
No, something even better, but it's worse for me.
Yeah. I mean,
The
after
better and worse is kind of reverse
Yeah.
in this game.
Yeah. So, after he was saved by the doctors, he was able to overcome his problems and actually found some love by the lake.
Okay.
There are ducklings.
All
Cool.
right.
Different light.
Now, yeah. But so for my second turn, still kind of works for me story-wise. Is that after cousin Mordecai fell to the deadly ghosts, it was now the old dame's turn, and she was persisted by poltergeists.
Pestered.
Yes, she was
All right,
pestered.
give me 2 cards from your hand.
Yep.
Give me them good ones.
Here's 1. Here's 2. Then I draw
Okay.
3. And I'm done.
Alright, the twins, being loved by animals, was pierced by porcupines. No effect, just points. Too many points can be a dangerous thing. And... Yikes. Ooh. Lord Wellington was plagued by the pox. And that's it. Draw 1 then.
Oh, well, you know, even though he was plagued by the pox, he was actually blessed by the bishop.
Hey, that's one of the cards I gave you. Good job.
Well, don't worry, because even
Yeah,
though
yeah, yeah.
she was pestered by Poltergeist, the old dam, you know, she was wondrously wed.
Oh, I can
Oh
discard any
shoot,
number
you didn't lock that.
cards from you.
Well, I wasn't really planning on you to do that, so.
Oop.
Yep.
Lock that, unlock that. There you go. Oop.
I'm gonna discard some cards then. Does that affect?
Yep.
Might as well.
I'll let you go first, and then I will do my draw. Do I have draw limit increased by 1 card, so I can draw 1 card. So I'll do that after you do your thing.
Wait, one more, I guess.
And Fool, that lets you draw 2 cards.
All
Oh, wait,
right.
hold on.
Yep.
Oops. There you go. I missed one.
Okay, am I good?
Yep.
All right.
You're good.
Okay. Well, that ruined my story, so that's fantastic. So how do I ruin yours?
I don't really have one. I'm just very happy. Found love on the lake. Having a
I
good
know,
time.
and you know, after finding love on a lake, Elias he slept without sorrow.
Oops.
I muted it. All right, now take the card.
Yep. There. Good.
All right, boom.
Okay.
And then
Is
yeah, I'm still sorry about that.
okay.
So
I was just wondering.
while Angel found fame at a feast, she actually was I mean, kids, you know, they aren't sometimes the nicest of people when they're kind of everybody else is praising them, and she was actually chased by children.
D-
Then
All right,
I
give me a
one-
card.
Yep. Actually- You're welcome. Then I will draw one. It's my turn.
That's actually not a bad card for me.
I know.
The twins, pierced by porcupines, did a reaction, ran out of air.
Okay.
Breathing. Yep, there you go. Finally can kill it with 3 dots there. 3 red dots.
That's pretty good. I don't think I'm gonna
Uh,
win this one. I don't think I have enough banked points, but that's okay. So, you know, he did sleep without sorrows, but when Elias woke up, he realized that his love that he found on the lake was gone. And he ruined himself with rum. And, he like went out to eat, he went out to drink. He not only did he ruin himself with rum, but he was sickened by salmon.
There's a stack there.
Oh, thank you.
Gotcha. Boom.
Thanks.
Wow, that's sad.
Yeah. That's it for me. Oh wait, actually that covers up my thing, so I can do my draw phase this turn.
Yep. Alrighty then.
Yeah, I think
Oh.
Graves got this. He's got a lot of good bank
Yeah, I'm
drafts.
trying to figure this out.
I'm waiting.
I'm
Yeah,
not seeing it right now. One
I'm
sec.
greedy. I want to kill things when they have the all the 3 red points.
Well, yeah. I mean, she's been, even though she was wondrously wed, the old dame is still plagued and terrified by all of the poltergeists that's surrounding her clan. And it's weird what things you do and what you think when you're insane. And she was ended up becoming terrified by topiaries.
Okay.
Did I not lock that? Nah. Sweet, yeah. Terrified by trees. It's interesting.
Oh, that's not gridlock.
Oh,
No, it's not
Toggles,
gridlock.
grid. There.
Yeah. And then I will. Let's see here. You know what? I'm going to pass.
Oh, okay.
That's my turn.
that's it.
Yep, just drawing a card.
Ooh. I will. Shoot. Angel. Oh wait, are you the one choosing? I'm not sure.
Let me
You
see.
discard its top modifier. You choose a living character and discard
Yeah.
its top modifier. So you don't play it on Angel,
I
you just
choose.
play it.
Right.
Yep. Okay.
Well,
Actually, don't worry about this.
the
Because
Let's-
I'm going to.
Cancel
Cancel
and
was-
discard it
damn
again.
it.
Well, you have one more play you can
Alright.
do.
The nanny, after the twins passed away, shunned by society.
Okay. Discard your entire hand and skip your draw phase. And then I'm gonna end the game.
No.
Because, you know, he was sickened by salmon, he was ruined by rye, and he drank too much rye, and he died. Total up your
Ooh.
points.
Ooh, math. 30, 55, 75.
Minus 0. Brr. 10, 20, 30, 45.
90, 90 plus 30, 120. 120 flat. Minus 120.
And minus 10,
Yeah.
20, 35.
Yeah, I'm just at 80.
Haha!
You were at 80? I thought you were at like 90 something of bank.
No. Oh, wait. You're right. You're right.
Because
my
of
bad.
the plus 10 on this guy.
Yeah, you're right. I'm at 90.
Okay, so 45 plus 35 is 80. 125!
What? Did you win?
Yeah, I just beat you by 5 points.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Well, you did well because I would have played imaginary friend on somebody.
Oh.
Remove
no.
it from the
And then that
game.
would have ended the game, and I wouldn't have been able to win, and Graves still would have won.
I know. I was gonna king make. It's fine.
You just didn't want me to win twice.
Damn it.
Well, okay. So, what would have been fantastic for me is when before the dame got what was it? Wondrously wed.
Yeah.
I was going to have her, very much in character, get disappeared into the fog by the ghosts. Continuing the ghost story that I was.
Yeah, but she got married.
Yeah. Oh, she got married and everything was ruined. Thanks.
Man, I was setting up for
You
the.
you were doing really well, Grave. And
Yeah.
honestly, if Fool hadn't killed off my professor, the game would have dragged on a little bit longer. But I was able to
Yep.
just eke out enough points. I only barely won by killing off all of my people. You still had 2 family members left. You were doing really good. Alright, so that is Gloom. And traditionally, at the end of a game, flip the table and everything breaks.
Everything's locked.
I know!
Yep, everything is locked.
Just unlock everything and it'll start to fall.
You can. Okay, this is funny. You can lock stuff and then start shooting it off. And
I know.
This is great. Ah, this is fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Definitely once we figured out how the script works for this.
Yeah.
And how not the-
Yeah, the moment, the moment you got the mechanics. Oh, you have to lock it. That's it.
Yeah, as soon as that happened, it was like, okay, you know, I was complaining about this, I take it all back. I take everything back.
Yeah, no, it would have been nice just to have like the instructions clear as day in the rules, or the notes section. But
Yeah.
besides that,
It's possible it's on the workshop description how to do
It
it, but
might
it
be,
should
yeah.
be in the notes.
it wasn't that spelled out though. It wasn't
Yeah.
as spelled out as it could have been in the workshop notes. That's why I knew the L button was from the workshop notes.
Oh, okay.
Everything else, I mean, it looked fantastic. I didn't see any slowdown from my end in terms of like latency problems or anything. Like,
My
it was-
only issue is that because of all the transparency, it made it really hard to stream because it takes a lot of rendering power, and I already
yeah.
have issues with Tabletop Simulator not being the best at that. So if you do have a lower end PC or a lower end graphics card, you might struggle with it a little bit, but it worked out pretty well, I feel. If you
Yeah.
want to play Gloom, Gloom is by Atlas Games. If you go to www.atlas-games.com, you'll be able to find it there. You can also probably find it in most online retailers, I would think, or find it through a Google search or that sort of thing. Definitely
honestly-
recommend it.
Yeah, no, the one, it's fun to play, but 2, the cards are fantastic in like
Yeah,
as
the
live
transparent
cards.
Oh,
thing.
Yeah,
I know. They're so
Ooh.
good. And it's like, they're so cool. And I love the alliteration that's in it and just the whole aesthetic. And you don't feel as bad competing against somebody else because you're being nice to them. You're having good things
Yeah.
happen to them. So even though you're kind of ruining the player's day, you're making their family so happy. And so that... I feel like that's one of the things that makes it an enjoyable competitive game because it ruins your plans. But how can you get mad? You're popular in Parliament.
The thing I will say is I like the expansion. It's a little bit more complicated in terms of like it's less telling the story and then a little bit more of the like actual gameplay.
Yeah.
But I think it adds a bit of strategy to a game that can become a little repetitive when you play it more than a couple times.
Sure. I agree with that. All right. Anything either of you would like to promote before we do outros and close down stream for the night?
I'm good.
Grave, you good?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay. Then all I'm going to say is thank you so much, everyone who tuned in and watched us playing Gloom. I had a blast. I want to thank Fool, Grave, and Pineapple, who's no longer here right now, but all 3 of you guys for joining me for playing, because obviously I can't really run a board game show if I don't have players, and you both are real awesome fun to play with. So thank you.
GG.
Next week on Sunday's game night, we're going to be playing Takenoko. You've probably seen, I mean, honestly, a lot of the games that I'm like, I want to play them, I saw on Tabletop, the show. And so you've probably seen Takenoko on Tabletop. Basically, you're in China. You've got an emperor who wants certain things done. You've got a gardener who wants to grow bamboo, and you've got a panda who wants to eat it all. And it seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. Other than that, I don't think I have anything going on this week. So again, thank you all so much for watching. Tune in next week at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time for another fun game. And we'll see you later. Have a great night.